guys, welcome back to another video and welcome back to my channel. Parker's here today because I'm going to, I got a bunch of questions that I pulled off the Google and he's going to pick it out of the hat. I'm going to read it and then he'll answer them. Okay. Now look. What would be the absolute perfect day? From your standpoint. What's the perfect day to you?
2 hours later.
Just if you got to do anything you wanted to make it like your personal perfect day.
Wake up, eat cinnamon buns, build at least one model kit, take some time to meditate for an hour, maybe. That'd be awesome.
Tell them what model kits are unless they don't know, because I have a lot of girls that watch my stuff. Maybe they don't know what that is.
Well, a model kit is a model kit. It's cheap plastic.
Not saying that you don't know, just...
I've always thought that was kind of... I don't know if that's just a guy thing. I've never seen a woman ever really go down the fucking aisle of Hobby Lobby looking at model kits. Not meant to be necessarily a sexist statement. I've always seen like dudes at least 30 years older than me looking down there to dudes 10 years younger than me looking down there. I've just never really seen a woman go through there. Once. I've seen one woman go down there with her husband, and the whole fucking time. No, that was at Hobbytown. I went to Hobbytown for my birthday earlier this year when me and my dad walked through there for a moment. And the whole damn time, the only woman I seen in there was just fucking huffing and puffing about how irritated she had to be there with her husband looking at miniatures for trains.
So it's a man's craft.
I guess. It's just cheap plastic on little runners that you put together and...
So it's a man's craft.
I guess so. We're splitting hairs. I mean, I imagine there's at least one woman out there who's doing it. Probably is an ironic statement. But, yeah.
I'm using sticky notes so they're all getting stuck together.
Sticky notes?
Because they're little.
Alright, I guess I'll accept that answer.
What do you most look forward to about getting old?
Social Security check, blaming shit on senile actions such as flipping off children for doing stupid ass shit in public. Dear God, I can't wait to be old enough just to... Oh, it's not my fault, it's dementia, I swear. Oh, I'll have a good time with that, I don't know that for sure.
What was the best mistake you've made, a mistake that turned out really well?
I don't know, the first time I met you, I kept trying to talk to you, but I thought I was fucking up on the name, because then you went by Michelle for a short while, which is your middle name.
Yeah, my second middle name.
That's kind of how I met you, was because I kept trying to remember what the fuck your name was.
A lot in school, I went by my second middle name, Michelle, because there was a lot of Taylors in every class that I took, so it was kind of easier to know who the teacher, which Taylor they were actually talking to.
Those were mints, not pills, by the way, if anyways.
We didn't have very many Michelles in my classes, at least.
A couple of Taylors, I remember that growing up in school.
He was the first Parker I ever met. I had never heard of a guy named Parker. At least not in real life.
I used to get asked a lot back in whenever I first started working. People used to ask me, so, what's your first name? Parker. No, what's your first name?
Because usually a last name, isn't it?
More commonly, my understanding, but did fun little time right there trying to explain to people, no, that is my first name.
If you dropped everything and went on a road trip, where would you go?
I'd probably go up to Michigan and go see the dunes, I guess. I don't know. Something weird I think I'd go do. Or I think I might visit one of those monk monasteries.
See, I thought you would say something more like that.
I don't know. I'd like to see what it's like. I've always heard about
What's
different
that?
monasteries and
What's
shit.
that place? I may be getting it wrong, but it's in China or Japan. It's like 1,000 steps to go up to a temple.
Are you talking about the Himalayan mountains?
No, it's a place that
Tibet?
PewDiePie had visited in one of his vacation vlogs.
I don't know. I don't watch his stuff.
I don't know. I'd have to show you later, but it was like a
I've never been a
million
fan of
steps
vlogs.
up to the top.
There we go.
Okay. What do most people overestimate or underestimate about you? At least from your standpoint of view.
A lot of people assume that I smoke weed. I've always noticed that a lot. People would ask me that. Yeah, I don't. I'm not.
They're just
all...
really warm.
God, these are the most comfortable fucking hoodies I've ever worn. The greatest one is this recruiter for the Marines I ran into at once at the mall. I said hi to him walking past him. He didn't say anything. I said, fuck him. He ain't gonna say hi back, then I'm not gonna let it ruin my day. Whatever. I'm sitting down for a little bit longer. Because I think I was buying you a birthday present because I remember it was in June, it was hot as hell. I was wearing this Cheech and Chong fucking shirt.
The t-shirt you have?
Yeah.
Or was it the cutoff?
Yeah, no, it was just a regular tank top. But he looks at me and he says, "Can I give you like a little I can't remember what exactly he said. He just wanted to get like information just to see because as a recruiter, I'm guessing he had to get so many slips filled out and whatnot. And he said I still had the right to turn it down or whatever. I'm not drawing in the Marines. I don't think I have what it takes to really hang with those fellas. But he looks at me and says, "You smoke weed?" "No, sir." He looks at my shirt and he says, "You can lie. I mean, it's fine, but you can tell the truth. I don't care. It's fine. You're not going to get in trouble." "No, dude, I just really think their shit's funny. I'll be honest with you. I really have always thought Cheech and Chong was funny. I fucking love these hoodies. They're comfortable, and it's always a misconception I get a lot."
Alright. What gross and unhygienic things do people do that bother you?
Sneezing in their hands and think you're going to shake their hand afterwards. I know there's a couple. It's in the moment when I'm asked a question, I always freeze up and I can't think of what the hell I want to say. But I know there's a number of them.
He has a couple of anxieties that socially anxieties.
Yeah, it's not as bad as I used to. It used to be fucking crippling.
Yeah.
For a while, it took quite a bit for me to leave my house back in the day. A couple years back, but I don't let that shit get to me anymore. I learned to move past and forward from all of that.
And he's joined the world of meditation, and he seems to really have calmed down a lot.
I personally think I've chilled the fuck out. I used
How
to break.
How long have you been doing meditation?
Off and on, because there's been a couple of times where like I've fallen off and I didn't do it for like a month or two, because I wanted to see if it really was progress that I was making or not. But I want to say about a year or two, like not consistently. There's like
consistently, maybe a couple months.
Yeah, consistently for a couple months. Earlier, I think it was last month. There was like 2 days I missed because I was super busy. Not an excuse. I'm not trying to make an excuse for missing a couple of days, but I at least try to take 10 to 20 minutes a day. I find that it helps me even myself out a little bit. I don't lose my temper as much. I still get mad. That's one of the biggest conceptions that people a lot about it get, is that I say I don't feel rage. I don't break shit like I used to. I'm clumsy. I might accidentally break something. I stomp on something by accident, not out of anger or anything, but I don't feel rage. No. Anger, yes, it's fine to be angry. Rage is once you hold on to it, it starts to eat at you.
The only thing that I noticed that, like, over the years, the only thing he's ever really broke is his phone. He won't take it out on anything else besides his phone.
Well, at the epitome of my worst is I broke a fucking sink. I got
Oh,
real
at the
mad,
apartment.
and I took both my fists and I slammed down on it and fucking put a huge crack from one side to the other.
Yeah. And then didn't tell me about it, and I went in there 2 days later, and I was brushing my teeth, and I was about to work on cleaning the bathroom, and I looked down at the sink around the sink part, and there was a huge ass crack from like the edge where it meets the wall all the way down, and then down the sink, and I was like, Parker. And he was like, yeah, that kind of happened 2 days ago. I was like, why didn't you tell me? He was like, yeah, I knew you'd be pissed off.
I was like, she'll find out one day. I just hoped to God I wasn't going to be at the house that time.
Yeah.
After that, I decided that, yes, I had to actually definitely make a change. That's when I started getting into meditation more heavily and started looking into philosophy and different theologies.
And he really has chilled out. I'll give him that.
Yep.
What habit do you have that not many other people have? It's kind of a hard question.
I eat candy fucking constantly. That's super bad for my teeth. It's not healthy or anything, but it's just I fucking love candy and mints. Like,
usually, whenever you guys see him in a video, he's more like comfortable and stuff off, but it's kind of cold.
It's chilly
right
now.
It's kind of cold in my office.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that one's kind of hard to answer about like habits that I got these straight off of Google, so
One that didn't stick. Hold on 1 second.
okay. What did you learn a little too late?
How to control my anger. Read my own emotion. That was always a hard thing for me growing up, but I learned earlier this year, late last year, and really wish I would have fucking known how to deal with my anger a lot sooner.
Oh, you're supposed to.
No.
I picked out this one. Here, hold on, let me jostle it around so you don't get the same one.
Well, I don't know it. Only you know it.
What were the last 2 books you've read?
Oh shit! I try to read a couple books a year. This year I haven't been reading nearly as much. One of them I know that I definitely read was
And by hold on, and then whenever he says he tries to read a couple books a year, he means literally he'll read like one book, and he'll drag it out so it takes him like 6 months to read it.
Oh, it's not that long.
Oh yes,
not like I used to.
The Alchemist. You took like 8 months to read that book because you'd like.
It's a 6 month fucking series. It's a no, 6 month. It's 6 book series. They're kind of hard. That and like every fucking chapter introduced like a different cryptid or fucking weird monster or some shit, and I had to figure out what's he even talking about. They'd be like, oh, it's this like old ancient Greek monster or something like that ate babies, and the word would just pop up in the book, and I'm sitting here thinking, I don't know what the hell that is. I couldn't even give you an example right now. Like it was a book that was all over the place, and by the end of it, there was just too damn much going on. It's fairly busy at the very end of it. So that series took me a long time to read.
Here's a picture of the book that he's talking about.
Here's a picture.
Yeah, because I'm not inside.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, here's a thing. Another one I read was Path of the Jedi. I read that earlier, I think this year. Remember I read that one. I can't remember if it was this year or last year. I found a book at Goodwill called Divine Misfortune. That was kind of fun.
What was that one about? Sorry.
Oh, that's there's so much going on in that. There's too much bullshit for me to describe. Fun book, face. But
got like fat face.
Face is pretty.
Alright. I think you have 4 more. What was the best thing about how your parents raised you?
That's a one hell of a question, Freeze, because I know my mom's gonna watch this eventually. If I'm on the spot, don't fucking worry about it, Mom. I don't know. My dad always taught me the importance of like being prepared and shit for any situation. I think that's kind of a reason why I got into EDC culture, everyday carry. Like, what's in your fucking pockets? What can you use? What do you need? Like,
It's kind of
Like,
like
my dad
the
as a-
kind of packs that people would take out camping with them, but it's what people actually like carry around with them every day, not
Well,
just.
it's like, what do you need? Like, a lot of people hear EDC and they think of like, oh, what kind of gun or knife or self defense do you carry? Other ones are like, what kind of small pocket tools do you carry for like on the site jobs? Like working in retail, there's a lot of shit I need to think of right off the bat. Like if I'm working in the shoe section, I need to remember the shoe ID, the brand name, the box ID. Did I just say box ID? I'm pretty sure I did. That whether if it's men's or women's and the size. So what I carry a lot is these little notepads. It's like 50 sheets each, and it's just fits perfectly in my pocket. And I hate carrying a pen usually because it ends up jabbing me in the thigh whenever I'm wearing my khakis at work. So I end up picking this up from work. It's a little telescoping pen. Love this thing. Makes my job so much easier because I don't care for carrying regular pens, and it's just so small. It just makes everything easier carrying that inside my pocket, little notepad in my back pocket.
And maybe sometime I'll have him come on here and actually show you, because you've got what 2 or 3 EDC bags put together, a little bit.
Well, I got a bug out bag that's nothing fucking serious. It's more like what would happen if like I absolutely have no food,
And that's the one
no water.
that is like the tannish color that you got off of Wish.
No, that
The
one's
over your shoulder one.
Usually I refer to that as my MacGyver bag or my man purse. I'll be honest, it looks like a fucking man purse. It is what it is, but I mean, it's got like super glue, paracord, duct tape, an off-brand Leatherman, fucking tissues if I need to, like, if I snotted myself or something in my Jeep, uh, Advil if I don't know, end up whacking my shin real hard. I've done that a lot. Need like for a headache. My allergies used to be like super bad to the point where like I couldn't function through the day, so I'll have like a shit ton of cough drops in there. My fingers tend to crack a lot because they get real dry. And I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of putting on lotion. I don't like my hands being super soft. So
Sorry
I'll
to
put
smoke
Band-Aids
in the
there.
video. Sorry to interrupt you. Sorry
It's
to smoke in the video, but I needed to.
just day-to-day shit that I
Couple
may or may
puffs.
not need to keep in the back of my Jeep or somewhere in the house.
Right. Oh, you got 2, 4, 5. Sorry, they were stuck together. I thought you had 4. Alright. What are you too hard on yourself for?
Shit, I'm fucking perfect. I don't know what the hell anybody's fucking asking that question. No, I'm just kidding. I trip on my words a lot. I know I ride myself about that sometimes because I get real bad mush mouth.
Happens to the best of us.
Another one I usually do is not thinking shit all the way through.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just right off the top of my head.
If money was no object, where would you live?
I like to go to California. I like to watch a bunch of like gurus and hippies and shit. It's probably not the nicest thing to call them, I guess, but I don't know what else to fucking call them, I guess. A lot of them that I watch all live out in California.
And isn't that a lot of your meditation people?
Yeah, a lot of them that have like helped me like find different philosophy, theology, different ways to look at shit in life, and methods of thinking, I guess you can say, but just different ways to live your life, I guess. And I don't know. A lot of those kind of people I've noticed live either in California or off some fucking mountain or some shit somewhere else or out in the desert. I'm not living off on no damn mountain. I ain't living off in no desert. I'd like to visit a desert. That'd be pretty cool. But I don't know. I'd like to pick some of the mines if I was able to live close by there.
Drove out through the desert whenever me and mom and dad took that summer trip.
Mhm.
You ain't missing much. There ain't nothing out there.
I don't know. I think
You
it's...
drive through Arizona, and at some point through like a desert in Arizona, they have dinosaur statues standing out in the desert.
I've always strongly believed in beauty within simplicity. Things don't need to be convoluted and over the top for it to be something that you can just fucking appreciate.
All right, you got 3 more. You're so tiny. What movie was so sad you will never watch it again?
Marley and Me. Won't fucking watch it, man. I had a laugh. I hated it's a good movie. Honest to God, it's like truly the experience of having a fucking dog. It really is. But I remember like my cousins were like, "Let's go see Marley and Me. Let's go see Marley and Me," because we're all fucking kids. And I had a dog earlier that year. No, it was like a little bit the next fucking spring or summer or some shit. My dog passed away my freshman year of high school, and I think I was a sophomore or freshman when my grandma was like, "All right, let's go see this movie." And I was like, "I don't want to see it. The dog's gonna fucking die." Spoiler alert.
I mean, if you haven't seen Marley in the last 10 years or so.
But my grandma was like, "That dog's not gonna die. Come on, let's just go see it. It's just a fucking movie about a dog. Come on, Parker, let's just go see it." And I was like, "Yeah, the dog's gonna fucking die, and it's gonna remind me of my dog dying. I'm gonna fucking cry like a bitch." And someone's gonna be like, "Sir, can you get your fucking child out of here crying like a bitch?" I'm a real man. And like halfway through, and like towards the end of it, it's like obvious the dog's gonna die. I mean, come on, it's a movie about a fucking dog. Either the dog's playing basketball, or the dog's gonna fucking die in the end.
And of course, it was a movie about a lab, and
and
his dog was a lab.
And like at the end of it, we're walking out. My grandma's like, "Just shut the hell up." She knows I was going to be a smart thing. "I told you the dog's going to end. I told you the dog's going to end, Grandma."
I don't care how many times I see that movie. I always cry.
It's a good movie.
You can't not cry. If you don't cry at that movie, you don't have a heart.
You don't have a heart. You never had a dog, or you're just a fucking cat person. Don't give a damn.
I don't even know if a cat person would watch that movie.
I imagine cat person would. I don't know.
I don't know. Any cat people out there that has never seen Marley and Me? What is the biggest sign of weakness in a person?
Stupidity.
just that one word.
Lack of wisdom and stupidity. That's what I've always came to the conclusion that it's not hard to expand your mind. You don't have to fucking go to school to be smart, in my opinion. It doesn't hurt to get higher education. I've never been to fucking college. I only graduated high school. Shit. But I mean, I can't remember what it is.
I'm a high school dropout. He graduated.
One thing that always bugged me when I first got into like expanding my mind and higher consciousness and all that fucking hippie bullshit right there. And someone said,
Excuse me while I yawn.
Someone said something like, anger is the lack of intelligence to learn to move on from a situation, to let go, or something like that. I can't remember. I know I'm fucking it up somehow. But it was like, I kind of put two and two together. Wow, I was always angry. And I was kind of fucking stupid for the most part. I could tell you how to do a thing. I could tell you about things, but that doesn't... There's a difference between wisdom and knowledge and what truly is stupidity, I guess. Someone else can say it better than I can.
Last one. What is something you should do but will never do?
That's a hard one. Especially for the fact that I think I probably wouldn't even answer the damn question, because if I have to admit that I would do it, that I should do it, and I don't, it's going to have to first be me coming across the fact that to admit that I'm wrong enough for it to matter. I guess that's something I always have a hard time to do, is admitting when I'm wrong. I've tried to do that now because I feel like that helps me be more mature and show that I'm above a situation. That there's times where I'll be an ass and I try to apologize. Sometimes I don't, and I know that I should. Like one day I was being a real.
So
dick.
would that be your answer to that? It's something you should do, but would never do.
No, I do. I mean, I try to. I do every so often. I'll admit that I'm wrong, or I'll apologize for being an ass at work or in public or something. So that's, I guess, not something that I never would do. I got a fucking fear of cops. I know I should get over my fear of cops. I don't know why. It's totally irrational. It's not like I'm doing anything I shouldn't be. It's just they scare the shit out
I don't know why I'm yawning so much.
of me.
I think I'm tired.
Like,
I shouldn't be though.
I
'cause
see a
slept
cop.
good.
It's weird. I see a cop. Perfectly fine. I see a cop car. The cop car freaks the fucking shit out of me. Why? I don't know. I can't even tell you. I don't have anything I shouldn't have. I'm not doing anything that I shouldn't be doing. And I'm not on anything that I should not be on. Hell, I'm not on anything. It takes a hell of a lot for me to even take a fucking Advil. But they scare the shit out of me. I don't know why.
Alright. Well, that was the last question. What do you think about how the video went?
Pretty good.
What do you think about the questions?
Good questions. I can't remember what the hell the first one was. What was it again?
I don't know. There was like how many questions? I think about 18 or 19 questions. I'll have to write them down or whatever, but
Well, I thought they were all pretty good questions. I liked them. I'm not the best at answering stuff right off the spot and feel pressured. Not necessarily pressured, but oh no, if I had the
can't
time
do
to
it
stop
with
and
my
think,
bun in.
I think I'd give better answers. But
can't put my hat on with my bun in my hair.
oh shit, are you alright? I'm sorry.
I love you.
I love you too.
Thank you for taking the time to do this video.
Mhm.
So hello to everyone.
Hello there.
Just like a week or two ago, I reached 40 subscribers.
Nice.
Hello.
Howdy, all 40.
And if you're new and you don't know exactly who this is Parker. He's my fiance / boyfriend / husband because we've been together for 8 years next March.
Said, she won't let me leave.
I'll never let you go.
Help! She said it! She admitted it!
Alright. Love you.
Love you.
Alright. See you guys later. Bye.